Hey, today I'm talking about the new movie, The Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare. This is Guy Ritchie's new historical action adventure spy film, and the basic premise is this is inspired by a true story from World War II in which Winston Churchill commissioned this small group of men to blow up a ship, and if successful, it'll pave the way for America to join the Allied forces. And it's a lot of fun. I enjoyed this movie a lot. It's definitely very reminiscent of Inglourious Bastards, in particular the parts of the movie that are like over the top with violence, like when the bastards are going around killing Nazis. That's a solid vibe of what this movie is. Like there's one 10-15 minute segment where it's definitely not what happened in real life, but the men break into this Nazi base and just brutally murder everyone in broad daylight, and it's over the top and absurd, but it's a lot of fun and it's satisfying because Nazis. I'm sure like they did break into the base to do a thing, but it probably wasn't as over the top as what it was in the movie. Henry Cavill did a great job of leading the film. He was distractingly handsome in this movie. Like his beard is just gorgeous. Like look at that thing. And then he had so many just like stellar outfits. Really all of his little band of brothers. I kept being like, damn, I want his pants and I want his boots, and like look at that jacket. That's a nice jacket. He's correct. So that was a lot of fun. The main woman, whose character's name is Marjorie, was a really well-made character. She was fully rounded. She had her own wants and needs. She had lots of hero moments. She had an interesting story. The actor did a good job portraying her for sure. She was a bit sexualized at times, but they for the most part made it so like that was part of the story, not just like gratuitous like gotta hit on the one woman character in the movie type of thing. She didn't really have any character flaws, but like none of the characters really had character flaws, so it works for the vibe they're going for. The closest thing is like they're all a bit reckless. Yeah, no, I really don't have any complaints. It's a really fun over-the-top film. If that's the vibe you're going for, yeah, no, I would totally recommend it. It's an experience for sure. And now for my ranking. I put this at number 8 in the really like section. And this is out of a total of 26 new movies so far this year. Okay, quick little bonus fact though. This is like a really minor spoiler for the movie. So the writer Ian Fleming is in this movie. He, if you're unfamiliar, is the creator of James Bond. They talk about that a little bit in the movie. But the scene where he's introduced is like this meeting room scene, and one of the characters offers Henry Cavill's character some tea. And he goes for the tea, but then instead he goes for some alcohol. It's a funny little joke. But what's interesting is that Ian Fleming actually hates tea. Like, he thinks it tastes like mud. I love this quote. He believes that tea is the reason behind the downfall of the British Empire. Instead, he actually really loved coffee because at the time it was an exotic thing, like it wasn't as commonplace as today. And tea was more of like the common man thing. Extra fun fact, James Bond feels the same way. He hates tea, loves coffee. Hopefully you can use that for some trivia someday. But I bet you anything, if that scene actually took place in real life, that they didn't offer his character tea, they would have offered his character coffee, because it's more of like an upper class thing, because it's, you know, it's more expensive to bring it in, especially because it's the wartime. I'm sure they didn't do that because, like, you know, British people prefer tea in general. But yeah, that's probably the one historical inaccuracy within this movie.